The best movie I saw this week is the recent Netflix release from about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It came out, I believe. K-Pop Demon Hunters. Now, this just started to get a lot of buzz. And I feel like whether something is truly buzzing and hitting with society is this. You put out a movie called K-Pop Demon Hunters, and the K-pop fans and the anime fans get all, up in arms and go crazy about it. That's one thing. But when 60-year-old dude like me starts hearing about it, and I'm a huge movie fan, so that's a little bit of a plus for me to come across this, but it's also the kind of movie I probably would never even dip my toe into because it just doesn't look like it's for me. Am I a K-pop fan? No. Do I know BTS and Blackpink? Have I heard of them? Yes, but I don't probably know a song by any of them. I'm not the demo at all. But I was still starting to hear buzz about this movie. Like, why am I hearing buzz about this movie? K-Pop Demon Hunters. They said, Sony made it. It has a little bit of the vibe and animation as Into the Spider-Verse. And it's not as stylish, but it has a little bit of that feel. I thought, that's okay. That's a little interesting. It's a musical, which I'm not against musicals. And a lot of people hear musical and they back away. But it's K-Pop Demon Hunters. K-pop is in the title, so it's going to have some music. You know that. So it's starting to buzz into my brain. That tells you something. That tells you there's something culturally going on where this movie might have some legs. There might be something going on here that I should check out. So I said, okay, so Netflix, let's give it a try. So who do you have in this? First of all, K-Pop Demon Hunters is directed by Chris Appelhans. I think I got the name right. And Maggie Kang. Apparently this was in production for 8 or 9 years, so there's a lot of care put into this movie. Starring as your main K-Pop Demon Hunters is Rumi, played by Arden Cho, Mira, played by Mei Hong, and Zoe, played by Ji Young Yu. First of all, this is one of those movies where your three main characters, if you're into this movie, you're going to be like, which one are you? Who are you? Which one are you going to be like? Which one do you like the most? I'm definitely a Mira, and when you see it, you'll understand. Oh yeah, Bruce, that makes sense. Mira is definitely the most sardonic of the three. She's not the main one. The main one's going to be Rumi. I know this sounds like it's all like gobbledygook if you have no idea. As the main antagonist, you have Gino. Also, he's the love interest, played by An Hyo Sip. And then Bobby is the only name actor that I know in here, but I guess all the rest you could know if Korean dramas or Korean stuff. Bobby, played by Ken Jeong, Dr. Ken Jeong. We all know him. First of all, for people who are afraid, anime, I don't like that stuff, and it's always in Korean or Japanese or whatever, this is in 99% English, with a few Korean phrases thrown in there. They don't even try to tell you what they mean. It doesn't matter because you can understand the story without knowing the small Korean phrase thrown in here and there. Like I said, it's 99% English. Once again, fantastic movie. First of all, how do you judge a movie like this? Is the animation great? Yes, fantastic. Is the story easy to grasp onto and compelling? Yes, and I'll give you the basic idea here in a minute. Are the songs good? Yes, absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, they are K-pop, but as far as I'm concerned, they sound like great K-pop, and they're great for the kind of the movie you're getting. Basic concept is these three K-pop idols, this group, Huntress, that's their name, Huntress, they have to essentially keep the demons at bay. And if their voices and their songs are great, it makes this powerful, I almost say like a shield. It almost makes a shield to keep the demons out. And they call it the Hanmoon. And as that gets bluer and then gold, as the color changes, it means that they're having such an effect that they might be able to permanently keep the demons out. On the other hand, if the demons start breaking through, they start making like gaps in the Hanmoon, they might make it all into earth and take over everything. So essentially a war between good and evil. The good are K-pop stars who are generations of K-pop stars. They give you a whole little thing at the beginning, how there's been different generations of these same groups that have held the demons at bay. And then in this one, the demon lord, I forget his name now, but he basically thinks, how are we going to be able to fight this? These K-pop demon hunters always take us down. We can never beat them. But they come up with a great plan, which is fight them at their own game. So the demons send up their K-pop boy band to fight against Huntress, and thus leads to tons of fun in this movie. Tons of songs, And then once again, as of someone who's very far outside of the K-pop and K-drama kind of universe, even I could get that there's a ton of references here. And the ones I don't get, I still get the idea of them. Things like the incredible, beautiful, overly produced and overly promoted like boy band look. And they have a lot of fun with the arrival of this boy band just starting to steal all the crowd, and how even our main characters are like starry-eyed over these dudes. And just the entrance they have is fantastic, and the dueling nature of it. There's some great side characters too. There's a blue tiger, like a magical blue tiger that the head boy band guy, Jinu, sends as his messenger to try to get a hold of Rumi. There's of course a love plot in here, but it's done in a really interesting way. There's a whole thing about, I'm not going to reveal it, but there's something about Rumi's actual character that she's trying to hide, and when that's coming to play, and that's going to be a big plot, and how she's able to accept herself and beat the evil, all these things. All of this doesn't matter though, because the plot is just there to go from great song to great song and great set piece to great set piece. The humor here is really vibrant and really energetic. Everything here is really energetic. Don't let it throw you off. If you go to Netflix and you see the runtime, it's almost 2 hours. It isn't. The actual movie is like 90 minutes. There's a ton of credits. So the movie is really just about a 90-minute movie. It's a normal movie length. So you're good there too. There is some great stuff if you stay for the credits. There's some really interesting like cartoony style versions of the characters they throw over the credits. Plus there's an extended sequence where you see some of the actual people recording some of the actual songs, which once again, in a movie like this, if you like the songs afterwards, that's a great sign. I can't rave enough about this movie. I think that even if it's not in your wheelhouse, which it is not in my wheelhouse, I would say give it a chance. It is tons of fun. And that is K-Pop Demon Hunters, 5 stars. Easy. 5 stars. Right now, this is easily the best animated movie I've seen this year. I haven't seen a ton this year, but this is the animated movie to beat this year for me so far. So we will see.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.